Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Tonight we're filming a Q&A video. So last night I posted a picture on Instagram asking for a ton of questions because I'm going on a filming rampage tonight. So I need some questions to answer because Q&As are always fun to watch. So I have the comments pulled up on my laptop right here. So yeah, I'm pretty much just going to be answering questions. Ugh, that's weird. I'm just going to be answering questions pretty much the whole video. So, first question that I got was from Amanda Moiselle. What are your top 5 candles of all time? I have a whole video dedicated to this actually. But speaking off the top of my head, Sugared Peony Petals, Raspberry Citrus Swirl, Palm Trees and Sunshine, Los Angeles, what's the fourth one? Autumn Sunshine and Winter Mint and Spruce. So those are my top 5 basically really quick, that version. So, Bath & Body Works Mama, I love her. She's my main candle friend on Instagram. So she says, biggest candle pet peeve, puny wicks, repackages, ugly labels, no throw. So out of that list of annoyances, I'd probably say that my, most annoying thing out of those is ugly, labels. So it makes me so mad when candle labels are just ugly because I mean, really, put some effort into it, make a pretty label, because, I mean, I think candles are mainly, for me at least, just for packaging decor purposes, and if they don't design the labels cute, then what's the point? So, that's my answer for that one. Obviously, puny wicks, burn problems, that's definitely annoying, but, also, no throw is also really, everything's annoying out of the list that she gave me, but, yeah. Next up, Sassy Introvert. Name the YouTuber who inspired you to become the CandleConnoisseur. So, I think I've got asked this before, where did my username come from? So, CandleConnoisseur, actually, it's a funny story. So, I had a relative come over to my house, and, she was in my room, and I was showing her my candle collection / my Bath & Body Works collection. And she said, oh my gosh, you're like a Bath & Body Works connoisseur, and I was like my eye twitched and I had a Raven Simone moment.
Yep, that's me.
And I was like, you know what? I can be on Instagram because, I mean, I followed a lot of, people on Instagram just on my personal account, but not, I didn't have a whole candle account, dedicated to that solely. So, that's where I got my inspiration, but I didn't really answer, the YouTuber part, who inspired me, but, I've always watched Tina Divalicious, / Citizens on YouTube. I've always watched him ever since, I want to say I started watching him, in spring 2016, somewhere around there. I've always watched Candles and Music or Brand on YouTube. Love her. Who else? There's not really any other YouTubers besides those two, honestly, that, I keep up with, I have notifications for both of their channels, so I always watch their videos, so that's the answer to that question. Next up we have Blue Dolphin 21 underscore beauty says, if you could start your own candle store, would you? And I thought about this, and honestly, no, I'm such a perfectionist, I love everything to be perfect and nice, and I feel like if I made my own candles, I just couldn't make them perfect enough, so that would be a wreck. So, no, I would not make my own candle, store. I know a lot of people do that, homemade, wax companies, or, like, they're founded by themselves, but I just couldn't do that, because it would annoy me too much, so Devi Darling or something, I don't know how to say it. Worst tin candles. So I don't have tin candles that are the worst, but I have a few candles that I don't like a lot that I can just go off of the top of my head. So I really didn't like Juniper Berry and Pine. I thought that one was awful. What else did I not like? Let me think. I don't love Mahogany Teakwood, but I'm not a hater about it. I'm gonna look at my collection because, you know. Okay. What do I not like out of these? I don't like have a lot of candles that I don't like. I don't keep them if I don't like them. But I did return juniper berry and pine. I talked about that. What else? I am like having an issue. I don't love Merry Mistletoe really, like everyone does. I'm trying to think. I've like either returned or gave away all the candles I didn't like. Yeah, so basically that's all I can think of, like off the top of my head. I'm like looking at all my candles. Another one I thought of is Autumn Day. I don't love that one. It's kind of like acorn type scent, but that's all that I could think of. What else do we have? I like lost my place. Okay. So, someone else, Peaches, Beaches, and Cream, asked that same question, basically. And Snapdragon Style, if you could create a scent for Bath & Body Works, what would it be? So, I've thought about this many times before. So, I think that I would create like a... I'm talking like collection-wise more than just like a single candle. But like a very like French garden, like floral but also bakery type collection. Obviously pink petal tea cake, pink lemonade pound cake from the sweet shop line, pink bubblegum. Basically take the garden party collection, the Italian collection from 2013, the sweet shop collection, just like merge it together and take some scents out and it would be perfect. So yeah, that's basically my perfect like dream line for Bath and Body Works, what that would be. Cynthia Meela, I don't know if I'm saying that right, it's Cynthia Meela. She says, are you going to college? If so, what will you major in? So, okay, that was so messed up. Definitely, I obviously plan on going to college, well, not obviously, that's stupid, but, yeah, I really, aspire to go to college, yeah, I've just always kind of been turned that way, like I just want to like succeed in my life, so I'm definitely going to college. As for what I'm majoring in, definitely something artistic, like design, interior design, something along that way, you know. Because I really like doing stuff like that, like decorating and stuff along those lines. So that answers that question. Katie Pride 212 says, what are some fragrance notes that you come across that make absolutely no sense? Either ones listed just on the candle and aren't actually in the candle, or notes that just don't work in a candle blend. It's all going great until someone throws balsam into a floral candle. So I totally feel this question on like a personal level. So I'm going to get some candle examples so I'm sorry if my camera kind of moved. It fell off of the candle that I sit it on to film. But when I think about that question, I obviously don't have some super good examples because I don't buy candles so I don't love them. So, well, this candle defeats the purpose. But, Paris Pink Champagne here has that glitter lid from 2015. They did not do a glitter lid collection this year. Probably because they're keeping out on us, but still. Here it is. I do not like this candle. I bought it on Poshmark because I got it for a good price, but it is not cute. So, it says grapes, nectarine, and a pop of blackcurrant. So, I think when you mix, like, a fruit in that, like, alcoholic, weird note, it just doesn't go together. Champagne Toast does that, and I will say that that one is okay. It's not, like, my favorite scent ever, but it's alright, and Berry Vanilla Bean does that too, and it's just weird, like, it makes it seem, like, oversweet and, like, extremely just not okay. So that's the best way I can describe that. So that answers that question. Same person also, what is the worst synthetic smelling candle you've come across? Bath & Body has some terrible strawberry candles. I'd like your take on this fake smelling candles they offer. So extremely true. I'm going to get some candles that are good examples of that so I can talk about them. So I have 3 candles to talk about for this topic. So I definitely agree with you. Bath & Body Works has some super nasty synthetic candles, and unfortunately I have some of them. But 2 of them were gave to me, and I only purchased 1. So the first one that I have is my first. It's like my oldest candle ever. This is Slatkin Spiced Apple Toddy, which, if you didn't know, this comes back every winter and it returns as leaves in the fall. So basically the same scent. So when you smell it, it's an extremely overpowering cinnamon scent with like an awful apple. Like when you smell it, it's like burning plastic. Like it screams that to me. I can't. So along with that same cinnamon apple vibe, I have 'Tis the Season right here. Everyone like swoons for 'Tis the Season, like love you 'Tis the Season, and I'm like, no, I cannot do it. So it's like the same thing, burning plastic. That's all I can smell out of these candles. So these two were given to me by the same person. So I burned 'Tis the Season, but God, because this isn't as bad as Spiced Apple Toddy / Leaves, but I will never ever buy Leaves or Spiced Apple Toddy because it's disgusting. I literally can't. So this is sort of along that same line, but not as overpowering. So I can do this. I cannot do this in the soap or the lotion or anything. Wait, I don't think they make it in a lotion. I just can't. So next up, this is not popular opinion, but hot cocoa and cream right here. I'm like a hand model, but this I just wasn't feeling it. I have a version of it in the not frosted glass, like the clear wax with the brown clear glass with the brown wax, and this one's the white wax with the brown frosted jar. I can't talk tonight. Yeah, this one, I'm not getting it from it. I'm not feeling it. So, it's basically like a really sort of synthetic, like fake chocolate scent. Bath & Body Works just can't do a good chocolate scent. I mean, it's decent. It's not super, like, revolting like those two, but not very, good. So, I'm gonna move on to the next question now, but I have to put these candles back first. Okay, so I'm back from putting those up. I had to get a drink, too. Do you all have Speedway where you live? I literally live for Speedway. Like, these huge drinks, like, oh god, I tried to like dramatically sip it, but it's empty. Anyway, I'm gonna move on now. So, at CandleLover27 says, how old are you? I'm 15 years old. I know I'm pretty young, but I'm getting addicted to Bath & Body Works early, so, I'm probably gonna have a ginormous collection by the time I move out. So, moving on, peace.love.and.candles. I don't know why I had to audibly read the dots, but I love her account, by the way. Totally follow her. She says, if you could bring back one scent from BBW / Slackkin's vault, which one would it be? This is a really tough one. I obviously, or not obviously, I don't know why I keep saying obviously, you all don't know my history for the most part. So, if you didn't know, I got started in candles in December of 2015. So, I haven't been a part of the candle community. I've just been like over a year. So, I don't know too many of the old scents that everyone like raves about. So, going by, she's asking for just one scent. So, if I had to pick one like by guessing, I would say Pink Petal Tea Cake, because I love florals, I love cake, and I think that the two would just kind of mesh well together. So that's what I'm saying, just based on like reviews and what it sounds like in the notes. So that's the one that I would bring back, if I could only bring back one. So, Carly the Photo G, do you buy any wax melt / tarts / melt cups? Do you ever buy Yankee handles? So, as for the wax tarts / melt / cups, I actually have a whole, I'm gonna show you. Is that possible? I have a bunch of, this is like a hodgepodge little cube in my shelf thing. Oh god. I have a whole, I knew that was going to go bad. I have a whole, thing of wax cubes, so I think these hold, these little Walmart, like, plastic containers I stole, they hold, like, 10, I have, like, 30 of those, so there, and then I have some extras, so, absolutely, I always buy those little, wax melts from Walmart, the $2 ones, like, I have a ton of those, and, yeah, there's just one melt cup from Yankee, and do I ever buy Yankee candles? Honestly, no. I just think they're extremely expensive for what they are, and they never throw. I think my parents have had a few in the past, and you can never smell them. I just don't bother. I am thinking though, if they come out with like any good Easter candles, I will buy the melt cups though. Because I have a melt cup in crunchy pistachio vanilla. I think that one's really good, so I haven't melted it, but yeah, I might do that. So she also asks, have you ever had any wax disasters, spills, accidents, etc.? Oh my gosh, this is a good question. So absolutely, of course. I think everyone that's in the wax community has probably had a wax like explosion at one point. So I have a story. So I was trying to melt down my lemon mint tea candle and make wax tarts. So basically, if you have a candle and you want to like, I guess preserve it for a little bit longer, you can like melt it down and pour it into little, like an ice cube tray or whatever you want to do and make tarts out of it. I was trying to melt that down and pour it into the ice cube jar or whatever. So I melted it all down, I poured the wax into the things, and I accidentally, like, was trying to get the wicks off the bottom of the jar so I could reuse them. And I took, stupid me, I took a butter knife to the bottom of the thing, like, no heat applied to the thing, to the bottom of the thing, so, like, the bottom of the jar, so the wax could, like, or the glue for the wick holders could, like, come off. So I didn't even do that, and I just took a butter knife into the jar and started like prying at it, and it like went straight through the jar, and I cut my hand so bad, and glass went everywhere. So rest in peace to my lemon mint tea candle. And I did not even realize this, but when you melt the wax and to pour it into the cube, it takes like most of the oils out of the candle. And so that was just a total fail. And I've done that multiple times. I did that multiple times before I realized that you have to heat up the bottom of the jar so the little wick holders can come off. So, yep, I stuck a butter knife through a candle. So, next up, Angel Cake 4848. Do you know a lot of people who share your love for candles? Honestly, no. A lot of my friends are kind of like at me with Bath and Body Works. They don't really get it. A few of my friends have bought candles before, but probably by my influence. But honestly, I don't have too many people to like confide in. Some people at school I'll talk to about it, but no one seems to really get it. God, look what I just did. No one at school seems to really understand my addiction, but yeah, so that's my answer to that. Also, I want to talk about, my parents actually like going in Bath and Body Works. My parents like to keep the house smelling beautiful, so sometimes they'll buy candles. So yeah, there's the answer to that. Who are your favorite reviewers? How did you get into candles? So I'll answer the how I got into candles part first, because like chronological order and all. I got into candles when I was like I said, it was January or December. It was December 2015. So I think I was at the mall. I think what started it was, I remember I bought a candle, Sparkling Icicles 2015 holiday, full price, $22.50. And I also got like some pocket bags and a soap. I put a picture on my Instagram of my first haul ever that started my addiction. I'd always shopped Bath and Body Works like back. I remember even back in like 2011, 2012 when I was really young. But when I got into candles, actually, it was December of 2015. So I got that Sparkling Icicles candle, and then I remember 850 Candle Day in 2015. That December, I also got some, I might have got Sparkling Icicles in November. Anyway, I got an Italy Espresso Cafe on the 850 Candle Day. So, and then it all just spiraled from there. So, that is my story of how I got into buying candles. Who are my favorite reviewers? It's funny, the show 78 commented this. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I think that her reviews are like on point. They're always like so in depth and beautiful and perfect. So shout out to you. Who else? TNT Delicious is honestly just like so good at describing candles. And Candles and Music, obviously have to shout out my girl. Also at Bath and Body Works Mom on Instagram, love her. and at Julie Hontus on Instagram. I don't know if I'm saying that right. She's super sweet. It's at JULIHONTAS. So, I'm pretty sure that's right. Let me check. Yeah, that's right. So, she is super good. Those are just a few off the top of my head. Just thought that I would mention them. I'm trying to find my place back again. So, next up we have Love My Lightning. Do you have any hobby or interests other than candles? Honestly, no, I don't have very many other interests. I guess interior decorating slash design is another hobby that I have, but like generally, I think about candles and bath work so much of my day, like it's not even funny. So, frankly, no, I don't. It's just like consumes my life. Um, Jackie Nicole Flirt says, which candle would you like to see in body care form or vice versa? Which body care scent do you think would make a good candle? This is a really good question. So, I thought about this and I'm thinking of a few things. So, sweet tropical vanilla here. That's basically beach night summer marshmallow with like orange, like pineapple, like fruit, like meshed together. So I think that would make a wonderful candle. Also, velvet sugar would be really good. That's one, it's right next to it. But yeah, that would definitely be a really good candle. I'm trying to think of what else. Gingerbread latte would make a good candle too. Snowflakes and cashmere, that would be a good one. And body care into, or I already did body care into candles. And candles into body care. Let me think about that. So, ooh, I think pineapple lily would be a good fragrance. Also, they did watermelon lemonade. I think. Did they do raspberry citrus swirl? That would be a good one. Also, I think bergamot waters would be interesting. And also like a cinnamon sugar donut. Oh my god, that would be amazing if that was in body care. So that answers that question. And Robert Murray underscore 28 says, thoughts on repackaged BBW candles, and what's the most candles you ever lit at one time? So, answering the question about the repackages. A lot of people get so torn up about repackages, and while I get it, I'm not necessarily one to hate too much on Bath & Body Works. I don't think so. So I like to stay positive mostly and just not rant about it because I don't know, I just don't think it's worth it, and it's not my company to be like running, but I don't agree with most of their business measures, but anyway, I don't like to like flip about it. So that's my thoughts on repackages, even though sometimes it is insane. And what's the most candles I've ever lit at one time? This is something that I've just recently gotten into. I posted a picture last night, or it's probably 2 nights ago that you're seeing this video, on Instagram, and I was burning Baja Cactus Blossom and Guava Pina Colada together, and that was so good together. But I think the most I've lit at once is honestly 2 3-wicks, but I think I've burned a mason jar with 2 more 3-wicks, so I guess 3 total at once before. It's funny that he asked that because that was, I've just recently got into doing that. So, Kim loves candles. What was your very first candle scent brand you ever bought received that got you into collecting candles? Also, does your family share in your passion of candle collecting? So, I already answered the second part of this, sort of, but, my first candle, the when I think, I can remember vaguely, like, spring 2013, a peach Bellini candle that had, like, that wraparound, sort of, like, Merry Mistletoe in 2014, like, Winter White Petals, that collection, like, wraparound label. I think it had that, what else? I had that in a mini candle, though. I had that spring 2013. That's all I can think of for very far back, so... And then after that, in winter 2014, I had a vanilla snowflake candle in that holiday traditions collection, and then I got into sparkling icicles espresso cafe, and then it started going on from there. So those are some of my first candles. And does my family share in my passion of candle collecting? My parents do a lot. They always like to pick up some candles if I'm in the store and they feel they need to, so they really like wine cellar the candles, so that's one of their faves. By the way, totally follow Kim Loves Candles. I love her account. Candle Addict 92. What is your favorite season for candles? She says she loves fall the best. I can't say the same. I don't love fall like everyone else does. My favorite is spring. So it's kind of funny that my favorite is spring, and I haven't been to the spring floor set yet. So it's been 3 weeks since I've been to Bath & Body Works. No joke. I'm going crazy. So my fave at Julie Hontus commented that someone took her question. So that's funny. My clothes smell like candles. What is your most rare candle? So, either these two little Sweet Shop mini candles, by the way, I did a little DIY project, so I like bedazzled the top of my Sweet Shop candles. I don't know how I feel about it. It might look a little bit gaudy, but these would be my most rare candles if they were 3-wicks, but they don't obviously hold very much of value, but I guess the scents are rare. The scents are rare in that department, but for as far as 3-wicks go, my most rare one would have to be Cafe au Lait. I got this one on Poshmark for $7, which is funny, but yeah, right here, it's decent. It's not like the best, but pretty hard to find, I guess. This is 2012 spring, so yeah, this is probably my most rare candle. So that's it for that question. And beautiful.wax.addiction. What's the most you've spent ever in one haul buying candles? The most that I can think of is $100 some dollars, like in $100 to $110, like in there. Yeah, so I think that's the most that I've ever spent. If I, well, no, I guess that's a lie, because at SAS I spent like 130 or 25 around there. So somewhere in that range. And then, what else? What's your all-time favorite BBW candle? I've talked about this one in many videos before. Oh my gosh, I literally can't speak. But Sugared Peony Petals, it's my main. Tracy Lynn Nervin. I bought the entire Pretty Spectacular collection, with the little lattice labels, by the way, on your YouTube video, or so I thought. I went into the store yesterday and they added Strawberry Mimosa. I was in shock. I started collecting in December, so I am new to this. Do they do that a lot, and how do you keep up with it since Strawberry Mimosa is not even on the website? Also, I was able to get Black Tea Rose in 3 weeks, so it was a good day. This is a really good question. I had been wanting to talk about this. So, Strawberry Mimosa was added to the Pretty Spectacular collection, and basically people are saying it's like a watermelon lemonade, like with minus watermelon, add strawberry. So, that happened, and to answer your question, yes, that does happen pretty often with Bath & Body Works. It's called a collection, like a late release to a collection. So it happened in the fall with like Chocolate Pistachio and Autumn Sunshine, you know, Cranberry Woods, stuff like that was added on later to the collection. They did this last year with the Love Candle for Valentine's Day. They did it with I can't remember what else it was, but yeah, it typically happens a lot, honestly. It's happening right now with Black Tea Rose and obviously Strawberry Mimosa. So yeah, collection extensions or later releases for candle collections are very common with Bath & Body Works. And also, welcome to the fam. I'm super glad that you started buying candles. It's a wonderful community to be in. And if you're wanting to know how to keep up with them, keep up with like all the new candles, totally follow, like go to my Instagram and see who I follow. Like you'll find a ton of good accounts, and you know, just see who everyone's talking to. Like make a different social media account, like a random account if you want to, if you don't want to make posts and you just need an account to follow Bath & Body Works candles and get all the news about that. Totally make an account, just follow like all of the candle people, and you'll get that all in one place. And also Bath & Body Works Daily Finds on, she has a website, like a blog. That's a really good resource. So the very last question that I have is, what's your worst experience at Bath & Body Works White Barn? So this is not like a dramatic like wig snatching story, but I have a little story. So over the summer I went to the Easton Mall in Columbus because I thought it was a test store. And I got to the mall all excited and like turn up, you know, ready to hit up the test store. and I walked in there, and the white barn was like closed down for construction. So I was like, okay, so I ended up just having to go to that little Bath and Body Works in the mall because they had like multiple stores. So didn't get to go to White Barn at that point, so I was kind of bummed there already. So over the summer, this was right when the fall stuff started coming out. So it was just that collection with the leaf lid, like that collection with Cider Lane, but that obviously wasn't out yet. Wait, no. Am I wrong? No, I'm right. So that was what was out at that point, and also summer stuff was still out, like the Beach Nights collection. So I had been hearing a lot of really good stuff about Beach Nights, so I wanted to get some of that. And at the time they were running a free 1,000 Wishes body cream with a purchase of any body care item. Yeah, that's right. So I was going to buy 2 candles and do the buy 2 get 1 free body care item, and I was also going to get 1,000 Wishes free. But basically, the sales associate rung it up incorrectly, and she was running 1,000 Wishes as one of my buy 2 get 1 items, but that wasn't how it was supposed to run it. It was supposed to run as a free item, but she didn't do it like that. So the total was way more than I expected. I was supposed to get 2 Beach Nights body creams and a Fine Fragrance Mist, but the total was too much, like, it was more money than what I had, and I knew that something was messed up, so, but I wasn't really, like, I don't know, I didn't want to, like, make a scene at the register with a line behind me, so I was like, okay, just take a body cream off, and we'll just do it that way. So, on the way out, I was looking at my receipt, and I was like, this is totally messed up. So I asked the lady at the door, you know, the sales associate that greets customers, and I was like, is this correct? And she was like, no, this is quite wrong. So, she didn't say quite wrong, that would be weird. But I was like, alrighty, honey. So, she took me to the manager, and the manager got me pretty much fixed up. I think the manager was very stressed. She wasn't like super personable, but I don't blame her. The store was really busy. But she did help me out and fix me up, and I think that I don't like remember this too super well, but I think at the like end of the thing, she just looked at my receipt and she just like ended up handing me the body cream and like let me go. So yeah, that was my worst experience at Bath and Works. It's not really a bad experience at all, but I have another experience I could talk about. So on 8/50 Candle Day this year, like December 2016, well, it's actually last year now, but I walked in and I had brought a Berry Vanilla Bean candle that had a little chip in the glass that came with it. So I brought that back and I was just going to switch out for another Berry Vanilla Bean. So she walked right up to me and she like opened up like my bag. I was just holding it. She was like, do you have a return? And I was like, yeah, or an exchange. So she she took the candle out of my bag, and there's like other stuff in my bag too. It was like really invasive. So she was like, okay, I'll go get you another one. So she took my Berry Vanilla Bean that I had, and she came out of the bag, and she just gave me a different one. And I was like, so I was just so confused because she just didn't give me a chance to like say anything about it. Like she just took my candle and just like walked off, and she's like, I'll get you another one. And I was like, okay. So by the way, I've never told this story before. So I was like, alright. So then she came back with a new candle, and I was like, I was actually going to switch out for a different candle, because I guess she was just going to switch it out and like not use the cash register to do it or something. But then she was like, okay, get in line. So I was like, okay. So I started waiting in line, and then she finally came back up to me, and she had my old Berry Vanilla Bean with the crack in it, and I was like, thank you, and she was just like walked away. It was like when someone doesn't even acknowledge your existence. It was really awkward. It was just, I think that she might have been treating me differently because I'm so young, maybe. I don't know if that had a factor in it. Maybe she thought I didn't know what I was doing. But it was kind of weird because she handed me like the new Berry Vanilla Bean that didn't have the little crack in it. Like she was just going to switch them out like and not use like the system for it. I don't know. That was pretty weird, but yeah, that's pretty much my only bad experiences. They weren't even that bad. I'm not even calling them bad. They're just kind of awkward, weird. But yeah, that's pretty much all the questions that I got, and I answered every single one in this video. It was extremely long, but thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see my new videos, and you can also press the little bell button and get notifications for when I upload. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an awesome day or night wherever you are, and yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Bye.